Hello everyone and welcome once again to Crocheting in Style Studio. My name is Faith. In our today's tutorial we are going to learn how to crochet a Rihanna inspired dress, and in our case I'll be using robin, but I'll be doubling my strand. It's 100% acrylic and I'm using color yellow. We need also two crochet hooks. The first one is a 3.5mm hook and this is a 4mm hook. We also need a measuring tape and a cutter. So grab your things ready and let's get started. So to begin, you're going to make a slip knot, and then you're going to chain 30 plus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So go ahead and chain 30 plus 3. So we are here at 30, so I'm going to add 3 more chains, but you need to hold this last chain. So add 3 more chains, and then now into the fourth chain you're going to place a double crochet stitch. But this chain 3 does not count as a stitch, so we are going to place 1 double crochet stitch in every chain across, and at the end you should be having 30 double crochet stitches. So go ahead, let's continue making our double crochet stitches. So continue placing 1 double crochet stitch in every chain, and remember we started with a 3.5mm hook. So go ahead and make sure at the end you have 30 double crochet stitches. I'm here, I have 30 double crochet stitches. So remember the chain 3 does not count as a stitch. So this is our row 1. Our row 1, we should be having at the end, we should be having 30 double crochet stitches. So to start row 2, you're going to begin by making 3 chains, and the aim of making 3 chains is, this is going to determine the height of our double crochet stitches. So after chaining 3, yarn over, flip your work, and in our first chain or our first double crochet stitch, previous double crochet stitch, we are going to place 2 double crochet stitches, since chain 3 does not count as a stitch. So here we are going to make 2 double crochet stitches. See, double crochet stitches, and then the rest we are going to place 1 double crochet stitch in every stitch across until you reach the 30th. The 30th you're going to make another increase. So continue making 1 double crochet stitch in every stitch, and then we'll meet in the 30th. We'll meet in the 30th stitch. We'll meet here in the 29th, and then I'll show you what we're going to do in the 30th stitch. In our last stitch we are going to make another increase, that is 2 double crochet stitches in the same stitch. So this is what we'll be doing for the next 22 rows. So chain 3, flip your work. In the first stitch place 2 double crochet stitches. In the rest you're going to be placing 1 double crochet stitch across, and then in our the last stitch, remember to make an increase, that is 2 double crochet stitches. So this is what we'll be doing, and make sure at the end you have 23 rows of double crochet stitches. So continue increasing, you'll continue increasing until you have 23 rows of double crochet stitches. Let's meet there at 23 rows of double crochet stitches, and don't forget to make increases in each side. Each side continue making increases until you reach the 23rd row of double crochet stitches. So we are here, we are at 23 rows of plain double crochet stitches, and as you can see, we've been making our increases, and this is how it looks like. So these are our 23 double crochet stitches. Maybe to know the measurements from top to bottom, is 9.5 inches, and for the bottom part it's 16 and a quarter, 16 and a quarter, but it can stretch to 17 and more. So let's say it's 16 and a half. So we need to take the measurement. Now we are going to deal with the bottom part, or the skirt part. So to do that, first we need to take measurement of our upper waist, and for this client's is 27. So I need to know how many chains I'm going to add to get to 27. So since this is 16.5, let me just check how many more chains I'm going to add to come to 27. So this is 16.5 to 27. Yeah, this is it. So 16.5, that is, let's do a quick mathematics. Do I have a pen with me here? Yes. So let's do this. 16, this is 16.5, and we need 27 inches. So you take 27 and 16.5 is 5, 0, 10.5. So we need 10.5, a chain that is 10.5. So let's do that together. But now, since we are dealing with the skirt part, so we need to change our hook, change to 4 millimeters. So we are going to chain a chain that is up to 10.5 inches. I don't know how many chains I'm going to make, but let me see and I'll tell you. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Let me check. Exactly. So 45 chains with a 4 millimeter hook. So from here we need to join. So you'll join in this first stitch. Join with the slip stitch, chain 1, and then you cut the yarn. So the circumference here is 27 inches. So I cut the yarn here because I want our seam line to be in the middle here. So that's why we want to start afresh. And to start, you're going to start right in the middle. So since we had 45 stitches, that means one side will have 22, another one 22, and the middle one, the 23rd, we are going to start making our double crochet stitches. So let's see, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22, and the 23rd is where we are going to start. So make a slip knot, chain 3, but always this chain 3 does not count as a stitch. So into the next stitch we are going to place our first double crochet stitches. So for this row we are not going to make any increases, we are just going to make plain double crochet stitches. So continue making your double crochet stitches, and let's meet at this corner here. To finish this round, we no longer work in rows, now we are working in rounds. You're going to place your last double crochet stitch there, and then you're going to slip stitch in your first double crochet stitch. Make a slip stitch, let's do one more double crochet stitch here, and then make a slip stitch, and we are done with our first round. Remember, this round we did not make any increase, and also make sure your work is not flipped. You see it's round, sometimes you may get yourself that it's like this, so be careful, make sure it's in proper condition. So from here you're going to chain up 3, flip your work into this first double crochet stitch. You are going to make an increase, and the rest will be getting, each will be getting a double crochet stitch. And then when you reach here in this last stitch should get should also get an increase, but I'll show you that. Since now we are working on the skirt part, it needs to widen because of the hips, and for my case I'm making a 40 inch for the hip measurement, but I'll consider subtracting like 4 inches because it stretches and I need a body hugging project. So I'll consider making like 37, 38 there. So continue making your double crochet stitches. In our first stitch we made an increase, So we'll continue making our plain double crochet stitches, and then we'll meet in this last stitch. I'll show you what you're going to do in this last stitch. So we are going to, so this is our last stitch. Remember, this is where we had slip stitched and turned our work, so this counts as a stitch. You need to be very careful, because if you omit, your work will be decreasing. So this you should consider it as a stitch too. So here we are going to place 2 double crochet stitches, and we are done. So we are going to slip stitch in our first double crochet stitch. Therefore you chain 3 and turn your work, and then we continue. So you see, let me explain this better. So you see, this is where we are slip stitching. This is our first double crochet stitch, so we are slip stitching here. So remember, it will count as a double crochet too, so always remember that, because if you don't consider it as a double crochet stitch, your work will be decreasing, and you'll be wondering why. And this one does not count as a stitch. This is a false stitch, so our first stitch is here. So after flipping our work, you skip this, then you go to the next with a double crochet stitch. So we'll continue making plain double crochet stitches. We'll be alternating. You see, the first row we did plain double crochet stitches. The second, we made increases in this. The first round we did plain double crochet stitches. The second one, we made an increase in the first stitch and the last stitch. So consider this. So since this we didn't increase, this one we increase the following row. So meaning the next will be a plain row without increases. Next, increase, non-increase, increase, plain, like that. So continue making that. If you've not understood, you can rewind the video and you get the explanation well. And then now from here, I'll be doing it off the camera, but you need to make 22 rows of 22 rows. That includes the increasing rows and the non-increasing rows, or the plain rows. So you will make sure, continue making your double crochet stitches until you have 22 rows. So here we have 1, 2 and 3. So you need how many more rows? 9 rows. And always remember, if this row you increased, meaning the next one or the following one you're not going to increase, the next one you're going to increase, like that. So hope I'm clear in that. So continue making your double crochet stitches until you have 22 rows of double crochet stitches. So because at that 22 rows is where we are going to get the hip measurement. And as I told you, for this client I'm making a 40-inch this dress. Hip measurement is going to be 40, and since this stretches a lot, so I said I'll consider making like 37, 38 there. But even 36 is not bad, because we need a body hugging dress. Body hugging dress. So we need to not to make exactly 40 double crochet, not to make exactly 40 inches, because it stretches. So we'll consider making like 36 to 38 is not bad. Yeah, you're going to choose which one you're going to make. So for my case, as I told you, I'm going to make 22 rows of double crochet stitches. One I increase, the other one I don't, until we have 22 rows, and that we'll take the measurement, and then we'll see which measurements we have. So continue continue with your project, and we'll meet at the 22nd row. So I've made 21 rows of double crochet stitches. One row I increase, the other it remains constant. So this is going to, it can stretch, to 38. So that is very good. So from here, now we are stopping increasing, but don't worry, you'll see your work like this. But as we stop increasing, it will shape, it will bring a good shape. So from here, after these 21 rows, so chain up 3, 1 2 3, turn your work. So we are going to make plain double crochet stitches without making any increases, like this. So you're going to make how many rows? 15 rows of this, of just plain double crochet stitches without making any increases. So continue making this, add more, add 14, how many, let me confirm, add 15 more rows, but this time round we are not going to make any increases. And then from there we'll meet. I'm going to show you how to make the border, how to make the straps and all that. So continue making your plain double crochet stitches, and we'll meet at row number 15. We are done with our 15 rows of plain double crochet stitches without making any increases, and now in total we should be having 37 rows. That is 22 rows where we were increasing one, we leave the other, the next we increase, and 15 plain without increases. So in total we should be having 37 rows for the skirt. You can feel free and add more or less according to your choice. Now what we are left with is doing the border, and we are going to make just a simple border whereby we are going to go all round with just half double crochet stitches. So chain 2, turn your work, then we are going to do, each previous double crochet stitch should get a half double crochet stitch, and this is for the border. So this is what we are going to do all round, make double crochet, half double crochet stitches. So let's meet at this other end. So we'll make our last half double crochet in this last stitch. Therefore in this our first half double crochet stitch, we are going to place a slip stitch, make a slip stitch, chain 1, leave a long tail and cut your yarn. We'll hide the ends later. So we are done with the bottom part. So for this other side we are also going to make half double crochet stitches. So to begin, make a slip knot, then grab one corner, pull the loop, chain one, sorry, you're going to chain two, and therefore we are going to make our half double crochet stitches. But now we are going to place it down here, not here but down here. So here is where you'll be placing your half double crochet stitches. And remember to hide the yarn. So continue making your half double crochet stitches, and then we'll meet in this corner here. Let's meet here on the top. Sorry, there's something important I'd like to show you here before we reach at the top. So here our half double crochet stitches, we are going to do it in a different way. For example, in this corner you're going to place one half double crochet stitch, and then in this row, I think you can see, so right here we are going to place another half double crochet stitch. Yeah, here one, and then here in this line another one. Alternatively, if you find this difficult, you can just place two half double crochet stitch in every post of double crochet stitch, but as for me, I prefer it this way. So you place one half double crochet and another one in this line here, so another one there. So continue doing this, and then we'll meet at the top end. I show you how we do the lace part. So we are here at our top end. So what we are going to do here, you're going to make a chain that is like 150 or 200, but I'm thinking of making 150 chains. So make 150 and let's meet there. We are here at 150 chains. So what you are going to do, you are going to make slip stitches, because I feel this is so thin. So to make it a bit thicker, we need to make slip stitches. So we'll make slip stitches going downwards, slip stitches. This is how a slip stitch is made, like that. So continue making your slip stitches. You see now it's a little bit thick, and then let's meet here. So from here we are going again to place our half double crochet stitches, but as I said, here down here, here is where we're going to place our half double crochet stitches. So let's meet at this point here. So after making our last slip stitch, we're going to yarn over into the same stitch, make a half double crochet stitch. So you'll continue making your half double crochet stitches, but remember, as I said, it should be under the double crochet stitch. So continue making this border until you reach to this other end. After reaching here, you're going to chain again 150, come back with your slip stitches, and remember to do how we did in this other side. You either make two half double crochet stitches in each space, or one half double crochet stitch, another one in this line, like that, here in this line, another one here in this line, here in this line, like that. So you'll continue doing that with your half double crochet stitches until you reach here. So here you're going to place your slip stitch, you cut your yarn, and then I'll show you how to attach tassels, how to do the last finishing. The straps are ready. Now want to do the finishing. So it's going to make an X at the back. I'm going to attach a photo to show you the back panel, how it looks like. So make an X there, and into this first, in this side where our top ended, it's right here. So with your hook, so this is what you'll do in this other side also. I'm sorry, this other side. So we have an X here. I'll show you clearly in the I'll attach a photo in the back panel. So what to do in this remaining part, you'll be skipping 1, 2, 3, and then these two. So this is what you'll do until you reach into this seam line. You skip 1, 2, 3, and then in these two together. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Our last. So you'll do the same with this other, and then I'll show you how we are going to attach, how to attach the tassels. So this is how it looks like. So I'll show you how to attach this tassel. So then you'll hide this yarn. So there you go, and our dress is ready. I'll also give you a link on how I make my tassels, so that you can make and then do the same in the other side. But for now, thank you very much for being with me. Thank you for your support. If it's your first time watching my tutorials, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. So thank you very much and have a lovely day. Bye.